You are now tuned in to the Free Play Media Podcast Network.
We are live. Chris Denman is here. That's me. Trav, what's up, man?
I'm Travis Terrell.
I'm Jada Foster.
I'm Marlon motherfucking Wayans.
Oh, look out. Marlon's at Helium Comedy Club here in St. Louis all weekend long. Made a quick return back. I remember you were here recently, Marlon. We're excited to have you back in St.
Was
Louis.
I?
Yeah,
I
within the
talk to my
last year or
booker.
something. Yeah. Get it together, man.
St. Louis again?
I got it. This place, y'all got zombies out here. I don't give a fuck what anybody said. I drove by some crackhead park. Mm-hmm. I think that's the name of it, crackhead park.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Mr.
swear
Crackhead was a good man.
I swore I heard.
Literal White Walkers.
Welcome to St. Louis.
Goddamn crackheads.
So you're saying you're impressed with the city and its architecture and everything else?
Absolutely, and the fact that people could smoke crack and walk around like this is awesome.
An urban city.
Marlon's everywhere, and again, you can catch him at Helium Comedy Club this weekend in St. Louis. New show on NBC, man.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to beat somebody.
Yeah, I think you're gonna make it. You're an up and comer, and we're proud of you for for struggling.
I honestly feel like that. That's what's crazy is like I feel like a newcomer. I never feel like some old like grizzled veteran. I just feel like I'm always happy, and I'm always like, you know what, shit. I'm just blessed to be able to do this.
Yeah,
Is it essentially because you've seen almost every side of this business? I mean, you know almost what to anticipate, so it's kind of easier for you now to be able to handle the business the way you handle it now?
No, nigga, I'm just humble.
get it right,
I see a
Trav.
lot of niggas lose money, and I don't want to be one of them. So I ain't gonna buy a bunch of cars and a bunch of bullshit. I'm trying to be around for a long time. I spend my money like white people. I'm gonna have some dirty jeans, semi-white T-shirts, and one car, an old one at that. I gotta keep
one car. I don't
one
believe that.
car.
Is it a sensible car?
I got two cars.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
All right.
And this is I was as a black man. Okay, I have two.
Look at me
cars.
when we're talking about this.
But I trust your white eyes. I look at the brother when I'm. No, I got one car. I got two cars. I got a Range Rover, the brand new one.
Okay, there you go.
And just in case there's a zombie virus, I can run motherfuckers over. And it go up like this here on hills. And in case North Korea bomb, you know, then I
don't know what would incite them to do that. There's nothing really that's sparking any kind of a...
Just to piss Trump off. They're just going to do it just to go, fuck you! Fuck you, Trumper! Fuck your hair! By the way, I just think the two of them, like, I don't trust people with bad haircuts.
No, that's bad.
I think him and Trump need to have a powwow at Supercuts.
I like that. You do that.
To ensure a bad haircut.
Just get this,
The worst
just get this
haircut.
shit together.
Yeah.
And get a nice fade. And I guarantee you, all that anger is gonna go away. They're gonna go out the barber chair and be like, I feel so much better. Let's make the world great.
Trump is
Here's
good.
the thing. I got another car. I have a 1994 Range Rover.
Bullshit. A 94 Range Rover.
I have a
That's sitting in
1994
your
Range Rover.
probably $45 million mansion.
Don't assume. He said he's
I
sensible.
ain't Jay-Z. $45 million mansion.
I saw you in the movie when I was 13, sir.
A $45 million mansion. Do you know that I wouldn't even walk in that motherfucker? $45 million floors, I'm hovering. You walk in my house, you have to shit standing up. No, I would have a device that didn't even let you shit. It would evaporate your shit
We'll just pull it out.
before it hits the
Absolutely.
toilet.
Yeah.
Like $45 million house. Like, nigga, I would never sleep. I just be like, I'm up. Why? Because I'm getting $45 million worth. That's why. So
Is that
that's
your
all I
perception
got.
of Mr. Wayans?
He just want brothers to spend their money like that.
Yeah, I kind of.
I just keep it real, man. I'm just not that dude. I don't have a bunch of cars. Nor will I ever. The one car I thought about getting was a what do you call that shit? One of them
Tesla.
Nah, Sprinter.
Oh, a Mercedes. It's like a van?
Yeah, because I'm always riding. But see, I don't live far enough away. So my trips are only like 15 minutes. So I wouldn't be able to type and work. But if I'm gigging around that area, I'd probably do it just so I could work and I could write and I could make everything. For me, it's about work and being effective. So at some point, I may get that. But I'm never going to be a guy that has like 40 cars. I got one ass. What I needed so many cars for?
That makes sense.
And if that's the only way to get some pussy, I got to get cars, then I don't want it.
Yeah.
If she's giving me some because I have a car, that's not what I want.
Especially with your resume. You're really fucking
not
up.
even my resume. It's just like I still believe in like I got a personality, like, and I have a really nice penis. It's like
I'm about to say, well, sure.
Like who wouldn't want to give me some? Like
Very in the lead here.
You're supposed to bring that up
rocking
first.
it straight. Like it ain't.
If it was an
great circumcision, I think a Jewish doctor did it.
Sure.
It's fucking awesome.
It's 2007. If it was an emoji, which emoji would it be?
It definitely wouldn't be that one was looking up like that. It'd be
Do you
like
go snake or do you go eggplant?
It'd be a smiling devil.
Smiling devil. Is up to no
definitely
good.
an eggplant. Eggplant all day.
I feel like the snake is more of a statement if you use that instead of the eggplant. No,
No, that's just
lady
means you have
wants
a
to go
curly
with the
dick.
snake.
A curly, sneaky dick.
Your snake, your dick's
You have a curly,
predator.
sneaky dick. A snake. What is?
You're not feeling the snake emoji.
How do I say this in terms that
Go
you
ahead.
may understand?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nigga, no.
I'll assess that. Let me take that back. We'll come back with it. So, okay, so you mentioned all the work that you want to do, everything. You're on tour. You're at Helium this weekend,
Yes,
like we talked about.
I'm not on tour yet. Like tour is when you like when you're
Come
you
up with
two
a
is
cool
on
name.
tour.
Yeah, that's true.
Dave Chappelle's on tour. Nick, I'm doing spots.
In the spot.
Let's be real. I'm doing spots. I'll tell you when it's a tour. Tour is like, yo, I got a bus. The tour is like there's groupies outside. You know,
A hip name for the tour.
It's,
yeah.
there's no club. There's no such thing. There's no Helium.
Yeah.
Nigga, anybody goes, I'm on tour at Helium Club. Like, it's like an oxymoronic statement.
So
what do
you are anti against people putting open mics on their schedule and saying that's where I'll be.
I'll
this
be
weekend.
performing.
I'll be performing this weekend, though it's an open.
You know what? Here's the thing. Open mic, because they're new, like, it's okay for them to go, yo, I'm performing. That's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Because, to them, it's performing.
Right.
But I'm not a flosser. Like, yo, I'm on tour. Nigga, I'm not on tour. Like, I'm not live right now. Like, it's not fly. I don't have a jet. Thank God I'm concierge key American Airlines. Like, I'm little Bow Wow jet.
Okay.
First
You're not
class.
Oh, you got to watch it with a little Bow Wow, man.
I got that. I'm not a flosser. I'm just like, yo, I'm an American Airlines, like concierge key. And I brag about that because I could upgrade like a passenger. So do you want this first class life on a coach ticket, ladies?
Efficiency is in his Twitter bio.
You know what I'm saying? You would take that first class life from a coach ticket, right?
What?
Would you go from coach ticket to first class life?
It depends on the person.
What the
I'm
hell?
just saying.
You know
She's
this.
playing
It
hard to-
does.
she's playing
do
hard to
you
get.
know?
I know,
Do
she's
you
like,
know
oh,
me?
yeah, I'm just
It
not-
depends on the person.
Yeah,
I don't know about
but
that.
that's like a nice guarantee. That's like a nice bonus.
You been in first class? I ain't never been in first. Every time I see those white
Like
people, I'm
a jet
oh,
is
lucky.
too flossy. I think when the guy throws a jet at a girl, like, yo, you want to be on my jet? I think you're asking her to show bad character. It's too much temptation.
Okay.
But if you go, hey, you want to fly coach and hopefully I can upgrade you.
Oh yeah, if there's
I
like
drink tickets.
if they're like, baby, we're gonna go on a trip and this is gonna be fun. We're gonna start in coach, but I will try to get us to the
you
verge.
didn't get what I said. Nigga, I'm first class.
I'm first class.
I'm hoping to upgrade you.
Right.
I buy my. Like, I'm in, but you'll be there.
Right. He's hoping you get the email for the online sale
Yeah.
that will upgrade you.
No,
He's-
because but listen, you're gonna be at the top of the list. Listen, you're gonna be at the top
Sure.
of the list.
Yeah.
All we gotta hope is somebody gets sick or they don't show up.
Right.
And then
It's
Fingers
2017. I'll get my own plane ticket.
here she
All right,
Here we
let's
go.
go Dutch. That's fine. and you can get coach, and then I'll upgrade you.
Yeah.
So either way it goes, it's the same plan.
Meet in the middle at the business class bathroom.
Oh, see,
plan it out.
See, I can't expect that.
No.
No,
I
you
wouldn't
can't.
either.
You
Why
can't
would I
expect
say
sex
that?
on a plane. No, because sex on a plane is too much. It's too much work. You got people. You got too many stewardess. And
Yeah.
they get jealous.
Excuse you.
Yeah,
Excuse you.
Somebody has to take a shit. It's like 360 people on the plane.
Right.
One of those motherfuckers.
Oh,
shit
somebody's going.
real
Yeah.
bad.
They had 2 Bloody Marys and a
definitely,
breakfast
and
sandwich.
a coffee. For some reason, they always have coffee.
Why
on the plane.
did they?
I have no idea.
It's very confusing.
Because they don't know. They don't know their body. Coffee makes everybody shit.
Do you know your body?
Oh, I know what makes me shit. I can look at coffee and I just like.
I have
But
a
here's the
question about
thing.
your body, though.
I'm not. Hold on one second.
Now we're into
I want to get back to coach for a second. And my
He's coming back to visit you.
baller status.
Okay.
To semi-baller
I'm
status.
waiting patiently.
Now, the reason.
Nope, you already started. Gotta go now.
No, but here's the thing: you can't get like sex on a plane. You can't expect that. Now, nothing wrong with a good old hand job.
But you can't.
Like a hand job is everybody's friend, and it's so you can't like if you get the blanket and throw it across the lap, you're not gonna get caught. And I'm not like a 6-year-old that has to take a go to the bathroom. He pulls his pants all the way down to his ankles.
I thought he was a 6-year-old that gets a hand job. I was like, well, maybe.
I got a hand
maybe
job
not.
at 6. It was a 7. She's an awesome girl. Listen, here's the thing.
Go on.
Some call it molestation. I call it awesomeness. Right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. If you pull it out the underwear, the side loop, and then you pull it through the
Yep.
zipper.
Yep.
But you gotta make sure it's like he's
It's
strong.
totally gonna get hooked on the zipper. You know
No,
this,
but
right?
if he's strong, but if you pull him out when he ain't all the way there and it's like limp, it's gonna get caught in the zipper
Right.
and in the underwear. It's gonna be curved and weird. So that's why you gotta get it hard for it. Let him get pet like the turtle comes out the top of the pants.
So it will be the least sexy hand job of all time.
Well,
is what
that
you're
depends.
saying.
There's no such thing as the least sexy hand job.
Are you against efficiency?
she had, like,
this
really-
is a mechanical
So many
Even if she had like really
abnormalities of
hairy
this.
hands, as long as her palms aren't hairy, we don't give a
Just
fuck.
cold and clammy.
That's great. That worked. It'll warm up with some friction.
But this has to be done in first class, obviously.
Coach is even
Oh,
better.
see, now
Yeah.
Well, then
that's
hopefully that
all
way he
together.
has
Do
a
it on a
reach.
Greyhound.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
then there's some lady next to you and she's like has no idea, but in your perverted head, you're like, she wants it.
See,
Right.
but see, he was,
Right.
but Marlon not telling
I
you.
see you looking.
See what he's not telling y'all. He got that
knows
Gloria
she wants
Allred
that.
money. He got that Gloria. I can't call Gloria Allred and then have a press conference the next day if I
Nobody
get called.
got Gloria Allred money, nigga. No.
Yeah, but
You talk about a $45 million house and Gloria Allred. Nigga, you can stop reading.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
$45 million houses and Gloria.
Oh, got an NBC sitcom, got a Netflix movie. You guys heard of that? No, he got. I'm
I
efficient.
didn't say I'm drugging somebody and letting them do a hand job. A lip hand job. Nah, they're cognizant. They're aware. They know what's up.
Did you say cognizant?
Well, I don't know. I threw the word out there.
No, I'm saying that could be a new word as part of it. Be
Yeah.
cognizant on your.
I see what you're doing. Please don't do
Yeah.
that.
I have a question.
Let's get. Let's.
Uh-oh.
Oh, go ahead.
33.
You are way too old to have dirty fingernails.
I know. I just don't know. Okay, now let me
Every
explain.
girl's gonna be like, "No, you ain't finger popping shit.
Here's the thing is,
you ain't finger popping shit. You like you did that
man.
intentionally.
I did see.
got
Yeah,
them-
I
That's them swing
yeah,
low
here's the
the
thing is-
chariot. You got slave
And I
hands.
love that you just
That's
shared that.
Facebook
And
Live.
I love that you
Me
now have
home.
shared that with all 4 million. So I will probably not be able to pick up anybody in New York.
If you
or LA.
wash your damn hands,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I was going
you
to say.
can pick them up. You just can't finger pop
I
them.
can't. Well, yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Why
yes.
is your fingers?
Let
dirty?
me explain. I worked out this morning.
Nigga, you should have. Those look like you built a house.
And he changed his own oil.
Yeah, I'm a man. I picked
Yeah.
up a brick or two.
Yeah.
Save,
built
save me,
a
Jada.
mud hut.
You did.
Yeah,
Dirty.
He had a
I
flat tire on the way
Happily
here.
clean
That's
them
like
while I'm
Project Kid ain't been in the house in 2 days dirty. That's like missing from home.
Streetlights have come on 3 times since he's been
here.
home.
Don't co-sign this shit. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey, yeah. How's it feel? You usually try. Yeah, you usually try this
Well,
with black guests.
someone-
You try and jump on. No, He's calling your ass out.
Someone has moved down in my Wayne's power rankings, so
I'm sorry, my bad. Well, there's only 5 of us. It's okay. I like being the worst. None of my brothers love me. It's okay. I'm fine with that. My brothers have wanted to change my last name for so long. They've offered me Osmond. I'm like, nah. Like if Michael didn't die, I would have been like Jackson all day.
Is there honestly a conversation that you guys have with each other? Like when the younger ones come up, like is you guys are going to jump into the business or, whatever the fuck you guys decide to do, then do it. But is there ever a conversation amongst you guys with the rest of the younger folks in your family about whether or not you're going to get into this industry?
Well, we Keenan was really good at grooming us, man. I got to compliment and commend Keenan for really teaching us how to dream and how to work toward it, and always being like a constant motivator, always telling you how to do it, not just that you can do it. And then Damon for being the doer. And Damon would take me and Sean out. He flies or put us on a train to Boston and let him, whenever he's on the East Coast, Connecticut, Cincinnati, and he let us watch him do stand-up and teach us how to punch jokes, and since we was like kids. So we was raised like Jedi. So when you want to do this, I'm serious, when you want to do this, and like my daughter, she's like, I want to be an actress, writer, and producer. Okay. And I'm like, all right, cool. I can help you. My son wants to be a basketball player. I said, nigga, you on your own. But what I do is, my daughter right now, she's interning at my company. Right now. So, she's learning how to write scripts. She's learning how to, put together. She sits in the writer's room. Like I give her the exposure so that she knows how to do it.
And how old is she?
She's 17.
17. Is that experience to me would be better than sending her to a college?
No, I'm going to send her to a college too, because
to do it for that.
The smart shit I can't teach her.
Right. Go get a degree in marketing and do this on the side.
The smartest thing I could do is teach her how to tell a really intelligent fart joke. Like, first of all, it's called flatulence, right?
Yes.
I could teach her the art of complicating.
You get them looking over here.
Yeah,
work it in that way.
I got everybody hitting me up about the ratings right now. I got like every Jewish name in the world, like Rotenberg, Saperstein. They all my managers and agents are hitting me up trying to tell me that my I'm like, I read it already. My show did well last night.
Congratulations. And this is a question that wow, I've been watching you for forever, but this is so important. How did you come up with the name for this new NBC sitcom?
It took years.
Okay.
All I thought was, what's a name that wouldn't embarrass my brothers? Marlon.
Let us show them.
Excellent ratings on NBC. I know you've done a million great things, but that's fantastic.
I'm happy, man. I never, it's like you dream as a child. You know what I mean? I dreamed to be on NBC, and it almost happened back when we did Wayans Brothers, but then they said, nah. They heard the table read. It was like, nah, we're good. Go take that bullshit to the WB. And we did 5 years.
I'm about to say, we did, and we did pretty well.
We did 5 years, and we was actually in some markets. We was beating the NBC show. We was beating Friends in Atlanta, but only in like what is like thousands of black people. We was beating. So
beating Friends in
Atlanta. We was crushing them. We was crushing them in Atlanta, and so. It's a dream to be able to be on NBC and have your own sitcom with your name and be able to, make people laugh. And, I watched the show and I watched it with some friends and I watched it with like 30 women who were all cracking up and were like, then they go, at the moments. And, it makes you feel good because, you're in the business of smile. And right now you're making 5 million people to 7 to 8 million people smile every week. And that's a blessing.
Stand-up, Netflix, NBC,
all speaking of stand-up, I can make 275 people smile tonight. If you come
Helium Comedy Club.
Come to my tour at the Helium Comedy Club.
Go to the Midwest Invasion tour. The tip drill. Nelly tip drill. Marlon Wayans.
That nigga ain't there yet tour. He got a long way to go tour.
Oh, we can still see him in that kind of club tour.
Do you feel any though? You talk about the ratings, and obviously you've been doing this for a while. You've had a successful sitcom before. Do you feel any pressure? Like, obviously, having a sitcom on a major network, we saw what Carmichael was able to do recently. But I always wonder when you have a very prominent talent, especially an African American talent, there's a little extra ounce of pressure to make sure your show does well, because as we've seen with Hollywood, these opportunities can often be rare.
I didn't have pressure until you put it that way.
Yeah.
Wow. I was fine until you put all the
Obama
pressure
has been
on
sitting
me.
down watching this, and he wants to know if it's going to be funny.
That's like you sitting there telling the kid, listen, don't worry about this test. It's only going toward all your college grades. You know, it's only sampling what every black student in America is doing in your grade level. So there's no pressure, baby, to go out there. And
Now, you learned about Harriet Tubman, right? No, you don't want to let her down, do you?
Just with all the pressure.
They say there's only one Obama. There could be two, but your test will show if there will be.
I'll love you no matter what. The rest of the public may not.
No, there's no pressure. Here's the thing. I don't put pressure on myself. I don't think you can create under those circumstances. So I think the only way to be creative is to be free. And you have to allow yourself to just express and do your best that you can, and you hope that the ratings are well, and you do everything that you can to make sure that your ratings are well. That's what I'm saying. I haven't slept. I flew in. I've been flying around. I've been to 6, 7, 8 cities just promoting it from sun up to sundown. 2 hours of sleep per night for the past 2.5 weeks. I'm going back to New York to do more press. Like, I want it, and if you want it, then don't complain. Just do the work, and that's the pressure I put on myself, which is to be proactive in your prayer. We don't get paid to be artists. You get paid to be a salesman. And that's when...
Clip that off, and I'm going to replay that every single show. That could not be more
that's
true.
That's some Jay-Z shit right there. Did I just say that? Did I steal that from Jay-Z? Nigga, that should write that on the wall somewhere. I can't repeat it. That's so damn dope.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. That was
beautiful.
poetry.
It really was.
Bars, nigga. Bars.
I don't think we can do any better than that.
I'm done.
Yeah. You look. Do you need a cigarette? Like it was.
I peaked.
Yeah.
I'll take a hand job.
Okay. We'll set that up. Trav, get those fingers cleaned up.
No, you keep that. I'm good.
I done seen
I'm
that
good.
nigga hands. I ain't letting him touch me. Get this way. I ain't even let him high five me. Get him away from me.
You got them old black lady fingers too.
I'm so glad. I'm putting my paws back. I'm like, oh man, I hope it doesn't.
I should have worn my mittens today. That's my bad.
Marlon, absolute pleasure, man.
Thank you, man.
Go see him at Helium all weekend long. Check out the new show Marlon on NBC.
And check out my movie on Netflix. It's called Naked. It's a really funny movie in the vein of Groundhog's Day. It's about a guy that has to relive the same hour over and over again until he gives his woman the proper wedding. It's a really sweet, funny movie. It's a rom-com. Make sure you check it out. And please check out my show at 8 and 8:30 right here in St. Louis. Other places at 9 and 9:30. And thank you guys, and I appreciate you. And no hard feeling.
No, it's fine.
lots of hard feelings
with you and your fingers.
All right, I got.
But don't have no dirty nails like that.
No, I won't.
Please.
Thank you. It needed to be
You
said.
make us look bad. Damn it. You're the only brother in this room. Don't you do this.
Now you put the pressure on me.
Yeah, nigga.
Now, how you like it now? Shit.
Thanks, Marlon.
You got it, brother.
Hey, we're back. Marlon Wayans. That was a blast. I've got to tell you guys, though, if you're in town, go to Presence Float Center. Get your relax on, as I invented. Correct, Travis?
Yes, that is exactly
That's
what
totally
you... Wait
me.
a minute.
Presence Float Center. Use promo code WAL. WAL. Presence Float Center. $10 off your next float. Sensory deprivation. We love it. You guys need to try it as well. And do me a favor, check out cookiedoughstl.com. Great new sponsor. Very unique sponsor. A cookie dough truck. It's half-baked. It's edible. And it also has a physical location. Check out cookiedoughstl.com for that. Jada's here. Justin's here. I'm here. Figured we'd do a little recap. Just had a guy. That's another one. It gave me the butterflies you get at during those conversations with people that either are your hero that you looked up to for a while,
right.
And it tacks on to the teenage experience, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you saw him with that, and you're like, wow, I'm really sitting here with the guy that I used to double over laughing during the Wayans brothers, during all kinds of great movies. So, yeah, a lot of fun with Marlon Wayans.
They're comedy royalty, the entire family, of course. Marlon has been very successful, obviously, of recent, with a film on Netflix, with a new sitcom on NBC, major broadcast television. So, look, the guy certainly has been talented. He continues to do shows across this country. And look, if it's one thing that a lot of other comedians have always admired about guys like Marlon and everyone else inside of his family is that family always works. Like, they are not afraid of hard work. Like, everyone in their family, from Keenan all the way down, and that entire family has never been afraid to always work. And the reason why you see so many of their family members, everyone do successful, whether it be on TV or film, is because they're always working. And like he just said, hey, I don't call it a tour. I'm just out here doing what I do.
I'm doing spots,
I'm
man.
doing spots. So
he just happens to be able to make $50,000.
Yeah, he does very well for stuff. No, and again,
Right.
just to say, we were joking a little bit off air about. I don't know if many of you haven't seen Marlon lately, whether or not in the most recent film, Naked, on Netflix, or his current comedy sitcom,
Marlon.
But the guy is 45 years old, looking like he's 25.
Yeah.
Like, he's in great shape. And
I think some of that has to do with being able to chase what you love, right? You know,
Absolutely.
it keeps you young.
think-
It keeps you. You'll see guys in their 90s still working and still going to work every day,
Right.
And it gives you something to push for.
Well, before you guys got in here, we did have a little bit of a back and forth talking about, of course, the great Dick Gregory, and how Dick Gregory was very stringent about clean eating, especially as he got a little bit older, hence why he was able to still go and do lectures across the country, across the world, and still do comedy sets here and there.
I
all the
remember
way
he
up into
came through
Passing.
St. Louis, and I was like, "Let's get Dick Gregory on." You're like, "He don't like white people."
No, Dick Gregory is just one of the greatest civil rights activists of any generation, and he is when you're Dick Gregory and you've literally kept the company of Martin Luther King. I mean, he ain't pulling any punches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, oh,
You don't have to.
and he wouldn't have to. And he's
Yeah.
seen and done everything. And again, I think there was a photo that was recently posted by the great Dave Chappelle, and it was inside the photo. It was him, Arsenio Hall, and Chris Rock, and they were all absolutely captivated. You just see their faces, and they're looking up, and the person that's speaking in the room is Dick Gregory, and Dick Gregory just has such a gravitas about him that when he stepped into a room, you knew what he experienced, you knew where he was coming from,
Right.
and so many people respected him. So you see a lot of people going the clean living route, especially as a comedian. If your business is being out on the road, traveling as much as they do, it would probably behoove you to have some semblance of an appropriate diet. You can't do what
Joe Rogan,
Travis
he's in
does
great
on a
shape.
Tuesday afternoon.
Well,
when
also,
he's-
like, your job is to look good. Like, your body is
Yeah.
your instrument, period. And so I think they care for themselves. I mean, they, meaning just like a majority of artists.
Oh, we thought you meant black people.
Yeah, no. I mean, a majority of artists, it's like, well, did you see his skin? It was flawless. There wasn't a wrinkle on that face.
No,
He
no
looked
dirt under his.
literally-
No dirt under his nails.
fingernails.
He did a great job.
No wrinkles
Man,
on
you
the
know what?
face.
I'm going to have a weekly manicure. Chris, put that in the budget.
Yep, put it in.
Sponsored by We Are Live.
It's like $20. You can do it.
Okay, thank you, Jada. I appreciate it. No, but it
Think
was
You
a-
can
about
go
doing
with
manicures,
me.
Not
We'll do it.
pedicures. My feet are like hobbit feet.
No, I
Well,
definitely not. Wait, one step at a
Justin,
time,
you
pal.
know,
You're
looks
right
like-
about that.
We let
I
you
turned
come
into
on
the
here.
Wolfman, but just in the feet.
Run a
And-
set of clippers over those bad boys.
No, I need like
Hobbits are great.
I need.
Look at
I need
Jada.
those,
Jada's always looking
you know
on the
those
positive
like
side.
like it's like
I
a bolt
love
cutter
Hobbits.
style.
I love
type
Lord of the
thing.
Rings.
You're saying you need.
But he's
need-
more of a dwarf than he is a hobbit.
Oh.
is what I'm saying. Whatever, dwarfs are powerful. Have you seen that axe?
I didn't know I was that short.
Hey, good God. Did you hear what Jada said?
It's not about
Have you
being
seen
short.
that
It's about
axe?
being
Yeah.
powerful.
He wields it
Clip
well.
it.
Packing.
Clean it off as well.
Grossa.
Hey, boys and girls, it's been a great week so far for We Are Live, can I say?
A lot of radio.
Yeah,
a lot of
great
great radio.
Great podcast yesterday with Ben Hockman and Josh Blue. What a
What the
weekend!
shirt with Hockman was wearing.
Cash Money.
Yeah,
He's a
he's-
fan. That's Ben Hockman. Have you ever met him?
No one's more on the cusp
goofy.
of pop
I like how
culture
goofy he is.
than our good friend Benjamin Hockman. He's been great, and we have so much more on deck now for We Are Live. And what's on deck for the coming weeks?
Well, tomorrow we'll have Roy Wood Jr.
Oh, Roy Wood Jr.
from
The Daily Show.
Yeah, absolutely. Then the radio show, St. Louis Live. We've got a bunch of fun guests coming up. So I don't know. I'm excited. Jada, how's your experience been with this whole little journey? You're fitting in well.
I love you all.
Aw, how sweet. Now you have
Don't
a big.
say that too much to Travis.
No, yeah, please slow
like a
up
dog. You're like,
because
no,
I-
don't
Did you
pet
hear
him
me
like
get
that.
your back? I was like, he had his oil changed. He had.
She did.
Today I
Jada,
was like, he was changing tires.
I tell you what, and you know,
Don't
when,
you talk to my boys like that?
You know when someone's like in a good spot, certainly in their relationship, when they just like know off top, like when they're around the opposite. I'm going to defend them.
Don't you talk to my baby like that?
I didn't like it either. I didn't
Look, Justin was in the back, like Justin was in the corner, like not Travis,
Yeah.
not him.
I was like,
I didn't
no,
do
here's
you,
the thing.
dog.
Here's the thing. You can make fun of people, but you know what? That was a little dirty.
Oh, yeah, his fingernails
My
were.
fingernails were,
You
but
can-
no,
you-
that was fine. Look, like I said, I've had the honor of being
That
riffed
guy was
on.
the sweetest guy
Yeah,
ever
I
that
just-
came in.
I've had the honor of being riffed
my
on
friend. I
by
don't like
Dick
my friends getting
Gregory.
made fun of.
Corolla has riffed on me, and now Marlon Wayans has riffed on me.
I think that's
fine.
great.
As long as you aren't, say, like Rafe Williams or some bum like Duke
back.
Taylor, those has-beens. As long as they aren't ripping on me, I'm good.
Aw.
No, I'm
Makes
kidding.
sense.
Well, I think it's great that like is that the under the realm of like any attention is good attention, right?
No,
it's
I
like
think-
whoever it's coming from, I'm on. If I honor you, I'm honored that you gave me that attention.
It's also a rule of thumb, like when you step in the arena, you got to expect to be hit from somewhere. Like, it's just the idea, like when you're around comedians, when you're in an industry or you're trying to be a part of an industry where that's part of the business to get ripped on, get roasted. We host a fucking roast tournament in St. Louis. So I can't be the baby back bitch when someone calls me out on something and go, that wasn't funny.
Well,
My
what's
feelings are hurt.
fascinating
I
is,
can't.
like,
Who the fuck am I?
Well, I was just telling Sam too. I was apologizing to him actually. I was like,
Calling
listen,
Rich Sam
yeah,
too.
I'm sorry, Sam too. But I was like, I'm learning that part of the way these people like you all, the new family, the way you communicate is you make fun of each other. And so I'm adopting this. But right after I'm like calling him Sam too, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean that. You were of value as a human being. I did not mean that. I know your name.
No.
I'm just trying to like
Chris and
play
I
with the
probably
boys.
wouldn't have a friendship if we weren't allowed to rip each other from time to time. Like Chris has been talking about him throwing a football 70 yards. We all know it's a fucking lie. We all know he's full of shit. But
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
go ahead
I'm
and give
so
Chris.
fucking mad. I'm so mad. Why would I lie about that? Why?
That picture made it look
why
like he
would I
even
lie
part of
about
some
that?
of these rallies going on
Listen,
right now.
listen. There were 20 people in attendance. We literally did it at a football field to have proper markings. There was a trophy. I was in the best shape of my life.
lot of Abercrombie and Fitch clothes were being worn.
Why would I lie?
Were you like
about that?
17?
No, it was like 6 years ago.
No, Chris was in great. He was in great shape, and I think that's what burns him up. He knows, like, man, I was.
I
in
know how
super
hot
great
I can
shape.
be.
So
I
when
could
yes.
kick the rim of a basketball goal at that time.
See,
probably.
he
Like,
was.
oh
he
my
was in
God.
great shape. I'll give him that. He was in amazing shape at that time. But I think what hurts the most is he knows, man, it's gonna be a hard trek getting back to that.
Oh, it's horrible.
And it's trust me, I've been looking at photos from 5 years ago, and I go, I was there. I think I was complaining about my weight then. I would kill anyone to be right where that guy was 5 years ago. So I understand where Chris is coming from.
Yeah, but
because-
then the pushback, because I do think it's so ridiculous, all that does is feed the fun.
Yes.
Then everybody's like, yeah, well, I mean, there's no way you could. And then the
then you do
the
it.
more you fight it, the more. Now, today, I couldn't throw it that
Now,
far.
here's the
probably.
funny thing. I'm glad you brought that up just now. There are a lot of people, there are a lot of local comedians who will be like that, who can't, who really spend, obviously that's part of their job or the career they wish to pursue is riffing and roasting people. And there will be people who get ripped on
American History
as
X.
comedians who really have a very difficult time taking them. So again, again, one thing I've learned as far as just being around the industry, I won't say I'm in it, obviously, I would say I'm around it, is that that's to be expected, and I appreciate it. I thought Marlon was hilarious, and we were happy to have him on the show today.
Great show, guys. Be sure to check out Marlon at Helium Comedy Club all weekend long here in St. Louis. Guys, it was fun.
It's been fun. Good luck on your audition, Jada.
Yeah, what do you have coming up, Jada?
So many things. We'll
At
talk about
Jadermelt
'em.
on Instagram.
It is Jadermelt on Instagram, Jadermelt on Facebook.
Can we talk about something? Jada
sure.
sniped our show. We do all this hard work. We put everything together. She posts the
Snipe.
picture of Marlon Wayans before the show account does.
Wow.
You talk
Been
about
sniped.
glory-seeking bullshit.
Oh, my
shit.
God. Someone's gone Hollywood.
What are you
Already
doing?
It was the first time since I've
Way
been
to go.
taking photos.
Oh my
Unbelievable.
goodness. Here
Man.
goes somebody's Amy Schumering us.
Yeah.
Goodness
Okay.
gracious.
Yeah, you take your
That's
shine,
fine,
huh?
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Do you want me to
bro.
delete it? Is this passive aggressive? Now you're communicating
when I
like
back
women.
up
Yeah,
and-
now
Now you're communicating like women.
I'm telling you.
What would you like
That's
me
like
to
when
do?
Homer
Can I
Simpson
get a-
backs up into the brush.
Can we talk one at a
That's-
time, maybe? That's a good idea.
Let's okay. This is now the uncensored podcast,
Ooh, I like
and
it.
I
everyone
woke
is
something
now
up.
communicating with their divine feminine in mind. So we're
Nah.
gonna take turns. Speaking.
I just thought it was hilarious, and I knew it would bother you if I said it because I don't care.
I hate it.
I just
Every
thought it was
time I'm
funny.
like, Chris, so are you mad? I've been trained by default, by
Nice.
socialization. I'm like, oh God, I think she's mad. I think he's mad. Are you mad? He keeps
Is that
saying
your
things
go-to?
about
Is that your
photos.
go-to? You immediately go, hey, are you mad?
Yeah,
No, I just
I'm
said make
like,
sure we get
"Oh,
lots of pictures."
What are you mad about?
Oh, nice. So you drop and you then exacerbate.
Yeah, I'm
What are
like,
you mad
what?
about?
How do we fix this? I don't care enough
move on.
to fight you. What do you want to do?
That
Yeah,
would
I
be
like
a
that.
kick. That would knock the air out of any
Talk to
argument
my
that I
wife
would
about
have.
that.
Well, that's why I don't argue
Yeah.
because there's no point. I'm like, okay, clearly
point.
you're not having a need met. What do we do about this?
Damn. Now that kind of shit would make me want to go
I'm
to
the
the bathroom
best
and
partner in the land.
Oh, look at her. She
Wow.
just mic
If
dropped
she could drop
with
it,
an
she
air
would.
I did. I
mic.
pulled it. I tried to pull it down. It didn't work.
I think with these mics, you have to push them up. And that's kind of the inverse mic drop.
I'm
Yeah.
the best partner in the land.
I do that sometimes at the end of the shows. I don't even realize.
I
go,
mic through. I
Look at
mic
me. I'm
past.
Howard Stern. I'm turning the mic.
Hey, now.
I'm gonna flip it down.
Justin, what do you have coming up? You need to plug anything? Like
No, I'm
security
working a
at
lot. No,
college?
don't. I don't want to bring it up because I talk bad about them sometimes, and I don't. I need to keep this job until I can start
that
making money with these
I
guys.
love that he put the brakes on.
Y'all, wait, hold
Uh-oh,
up,
we got
hold up.
breaking news.
I think we got a hit because
What?
I tagged Marlon Wayans August 24th through the 26th, and it got untagged in my photo.
What does that mean?
That whoever's controlling the Marlon Wayans August 24th through the 26th on Facebook untagged them from the photo that I posted.
Untag themselves?
Yeah.
Can they do that?
Yeah.
I don't know how that
Oh, you can
works.
untag yourself from any photo you want.
Oh, really? That's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And anyone that creates an event, they can untag themselves from the event.
Well, there you
I'm a
go.
little heartbroken.
Well, you just got dumped on Facebook.
I just got dumped. After I was like, I'm the best partner ever. The universe is like, no, fuck you. Moded.
No,
well, it
but yeah, I'm working this weekend, and I'm still beating that path of getting more money for the show. Trying to. So.
Hey, keep working hard, guys. Good time today. Thanks for coming in, Jada.
Yeah, thank you so much for having
Justin?
me.
Travis?
Friday Night Live. Catch it. WGAU, 9:20 a.m. as we take you to DeSmet as they take on the Bruins of Rockbridge from Columbia, Missouri.
Good
so
times.
check out our Friday Night Live broadcast starting at 6:30 p.m. on Friday.
Hey,
back
maybe
tomorrow.
if
We
the
got
quarterback gets
Roy
injured,
Wood.
Chris can jump in for the quarterback.
Chris ain't doing shit.
You've
Yeah,
really
relax.
wanted to get that in, didn't you? Does that feel
Why do you
good?
think? Why do you think Chris doesn't come to the Friday Night Live broadcast?
Right.
He
I
doesn't.
don't
want
want to. I don't want to upstage anybody.
Is it date? Is it date night? Friday nights?
I don't even know.
That's a
should have
yes.
brought that
That is a yes. Damn, too bad we out of time today, boys and girls. We'll save it for Roy Wood Jr. tomorrow.
It's
We'll do
we
that.
are live.
He said Roy.
I really
We are
wanted to combine his
live,
first and
live.
last name together. So
We're back tomorrow. See you then.
you're now tuned in to the Free Play Media Podcast Network.